Hello there, my name is Nils with Learn to DIY and welcome to Woodshop Wednesday. Today we are going to be building a 60-minute challenge. So I'm giving myself 60 minutes to build a mid-century modern plant stand. And my hope here is that I can inspire you to say, I can jump out and get something done. I'm going to use the most basic tools I can think of. In fact, I believe, we'll see, I believe I can do this whole thing with the circular saw. I think that's the only real power tool that you're going to need. Now, if this goes well, I'll build a second one for this larger plant that we've got, and I'll build that with the same materials, but I'll use all of my power tools to be able to kind of speed that process up and make that a little bit easier. So wish me luck. Let's jump in and see if we can make this thing. Let's jump in. I've got my poplar boards right here. These are all what are called 1x2s, which means they're actually 3/4 inch by 1.5 inch. And so I'm gonna try to cut some of these down the middle, but I'm gonna start by getting my measurements of what needs to be cut where. So my goal here is to cut this thing right down the middle. Let's do some cutting. Man, that smell is intoxicatingly good. Okay, so 8 inches is right here. That's all there is to them. Now we're ready to do some more cutting. We need to notch these guys. 3, 4.5. So basically I'm just setting the depth of this, and you can see if you look down in here, you've got 2 inches, 1 inch, and down at the bottom, 0. So I'm gonna try to set it to that first line at 1/4, and then lock it in place. We're at 40 minutes and we've got a lot of it done. Next we've got to do the notches for these guys so that they can sit inside one another. It's snug. But I think it's gonna work. Okay, check it out. So that part's good. All right, I'm now at 47 minutes in, almost 48, so I've got about 12 minutes left. I hope that these, oh yeah, that's nice. That fits in really nicely right there like that, which is great. But you can see that's mostly the finished product right there. So once we do a bit of gluing, we will be good to go. In fact, let's test this. Please tell me I did this right. Oh yeah. Ta-da, check that out. Got plenty of room, so it's not going in anywhere, but it's also not gonna fall off. So for sanding on this, I'm keeping this real simple. I've got a sanding block, sanding sponge here. My wife said she'd like the look of it being a little bit more rounded over. So we're gonna do that. I think I will go ahead and use my clamps for this. And again, don't be intimidated if you don't have clamps. You can really get these at a store like Harbor Freight or on Amazon. You can get them at Lowe's and Home Depot. They literally cost just a few dollars a piece. Now, while it's wet, I'm gonna go ahead and take some paper towels and just wipe off any excess glue. Okay, so we spent 63 minutes on that last one. Now I'm gonna change the rules up a little bit. I'm gonna build another one for this much larger plant stand here. And this time I'm going to again drop the dimensions and everything, but I'm gonna put my phone in the corner and do a time lapse. I'm not gonna worry about filming. I'm not gonna do close-ups or anything like that. I'm just gonna let it run and I'll just show you a very abbreviated version of how this comes out when I can use any power tool I want in the shop here, and then also not worry about filming. So hopefully this will go quite a bit faster. So as you saw, it was a little bit faster to work with the power tools and to not have to worry about the camera work or anything. We got it done in about 51 minutes, so about 12 minutes faster. And now we're ready to go ahead and put a coat of spray on this. I'm gonna use some Rust-Oleum clear gloss enamel on this. This is just regular stuff that you can pick up at the hardware store. We'll go ahead and give these guys a couple of quick coats, and then we should be ready to go, and we can bring them into the house once they stop stinking. So maybe we'll let them sit out overnight. All right, now we've got a couple of coats of finish on our plant stands. They look great. They were very inexpensive and pretty easy to make. I will include the link in the description below if you want to go check out the plans for yourself. And of course, these are somewhat adjustable. You're going to need to adjust them to the size of the pot that you're going to be using, but you can figure out those measurements pretty easily. And if you have any questions or anything, feel free to leave those in the comments below. Like I mentioned, this one was about $3 of material, and this one cost $9 of material. So pretty inexpensive and kind of a fun little project that you can do in about an hour. Now, if you're ready for another project, you can also check out our planter boxes, which you can see the video for right up here, and check out how that was made. That one cost about $23 in supplies, but it does require some power tools. So have a look, and thanks so much for watching.